So we have all our material ready. Seaweed, some yummy cow manure, camel manure in those bags, rabbit manure, goat manure, horse bedding and chicken manure. And then just to balance the nitrogen, we have some pine wood shavings. And then we've got another ingredient that we'll use later, but I just want to show you guys. We still need to process this. But this is all our dry, spiky material and things that we haven't used in the compost yet. We're actually looking at making some biochar with all this stuff. So we've got palm fronds and we've got a lot of sticks from the spiky thorn trees. So we want to check to make biochar with this, and then we'll add biochar towards the end of our compost process with some inoculum, which we got at the Living Earth Expo. So we'll inoculate the biochar and add that into our compost as a final step towards the end. So stay tuned for that. So this is Johannes' operation. He's been busy for the week, just sifting out sand. The horse bedding that we got has a lot of sand in it. So we do make compost with it as it is. So the compost piles that are in there is basically the sandy compost. But for this pile we want good quality stuff. So Johannes is sifting out all the sand. So this is basically the ratio. So that's the amount of horse bedding that is gotten out. And then this is the sand that remains. So this is a resource for us as well. Nice clean building sand that's got a bit of fine horse poop in it. So that we've got plans for. But this is our rudimentary sieve for now. So when Johannes gets time during the week, when he doesn't have much else to do, he just sifts bedding. More to use inside the chicken coop. But for this competition or challenge, we're just making a bit more material to make the pile a bit bigger for us. Okay, so we just need to clear this area up now. This is where we'll be making our compost. Just want to move this pile down. So this is our compost that we make with the sandy stuff, which gives us quite a good quality compost. It's not bad, but it's not excellent. Oops, the chicken's opened up here. So the product that we get from this is a sandy soil. So not really compact, but it's high in organic matter. So a sandy organic matter compost that we've got, can almost equate it to potting soil, is what we're getting out if we compost this stuff directly. It's still composts, but just with a lot of sand in it. So we use that to plant trees, and as the base for our beds, we mix that in the bottom of our sunken beds, just to get that, call it the subsoil layer, soil sub layer is what we use that for. There's more potting soil. And then we still need to cover this whole area. It's intended to be a food growing area for the chickens as well. So we've started layering some of that on here, just to add to the fertility of this area. So we'll be clearing up this pile and then layering some of that sandy compost at the bottom, just to act as a base so we don't scoop up too much of the native soil into our compost heap. So that's what I'll be doing now quickly, while Johannes and Annegret continue sifting out some sand. Let's get Bluey and let's get this pile going. And that's our compost pile. So it's the day after we built this pile. You can see the chickens have already started working through it, trying to look for all the goodies. But I just want to check the moisture. So yesterday while we were building the pile, we were adding a lot of water with the hose pipe. But having experience from building piles, and as you guys build your own piles and continue building, you already know more or less how things are gonna go. So what we find here is, normally when we're using the dry hose bedding, it takes about 2 turns to get it to the right moisture where it's really cooking. So for this one, we've already had some moisture in the bedding that we took out of the chicken coop. So that already added a lot of moisture, but I'm almost sure that the moisture content inside here is not 100%. So I just want to check that. I can already see some dry spots. See a lot of dry spots in here. Let's see what Peter Allen gave us, this moisture meter. We just want to check the difference and see if this can tell. It's just the tip is a bit short, but let's see what this thing gives us. So over here it says it's wet. Over there it's wet. Over there it's moist. Over there it says it's wet. Okay. So that's more on the outside layer. Now let's try and get inside. I think the moisture, we did a pretty good job. It's actually starting to cook inside there already. A little bit of steam. Let's just check this. Hello chicken. It's already starting to cook in there. Let's see what temperature it's getting up to. You can see a little bit of steam rising in the background, like it is a chilly day. So we're sitting at about 30 degrees now. Okay. The moisture looks alright. Oh, it's going up still. Oh, it's still going up. We're at about 33 degrees now. Okay, let's just cover up again. Okay, so from that, it looks like the moisture is fine. I wanted to add another half an hour of sprinkler water on top of the pile. But I think just to avoid anaerobic conditions, because we do have a little bit high nitrogen content in this pile with all the manures we've been adding, I don't want to add too much moisture now to the pile and make it become too anaerobic inside. So I'm going to leave it as it is. When we turn it in 3 days time, so we started the pile yesterday, so day 1 is today, and then we give it another 3 days, and then we'll turn it again on the 4th day. We'll turn it, and then we'll make some moisture adjustments and see if the moisture inside is still fine. So by day 8, we actually want this pile to be cooking and get up to that 60 to 70 degree mark where we know the compost is really starting to work and actually doing hot composting like a man.